Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. Okay, one of the biggest questions I hear from new people about Driveaway is, what is the best tow car? And the short answer is, it's the one you can afford that is towable. Now, there is a guide out there called the Dinghy Towing Guide for RVers. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. But really, there's a lot of cars that are capable of being flat towed, and that's what you want. You look for a car that is capable of being flat towed. These are the top 5 vehicles I see on the road or in the yards being hooked up. Whether it's Springfield, Denton, Chillicothe, these are just the top 5 I see either on the highway being towed or they're in a yard. You know, someone's hooking up at Denton or, like I said, Chillicothe or Springfield. This is what I see out there the most. So without further ado, let's get this countdown started, and we'll start with number 5. Okay, this list is in no certain order. It's just the order I happen to make the video. So just because this and the Ford Ranger and S10 pickups, I threw them together because I see so many of them out there. I'm not sure if you can flat tow the automatics, but I'm pretty sure the ones I see are all manuals, and you can find a lot of manuals, manual Ford and S10s out there on the market today. These older ones you can have for a song. They are getting popular though. Alright, my 4th pick comes in with the Honda Element. I see a lot of these on the road. They have plenty of space for most people to lay down in. They get pretty good fuel economy from what I'm told. Again, though, I don't know if the ones out there are automatic or manuals that people are using, but I see quite a few of them being hooked up in the yards, and the people on the forum who have them seem to really like them, and they're older now, so there should be a lot of parts out there for y'all if you need them. From what I understand on the Element forums, the parts are rather easy to get and inexpensive. Number 3 on the list is the Honda CR-V, probably the most popular tow car I see out there. The older ones, late 90s, early 2000s, seems to be the most popular. Automatics and manuals can be towed as long as they're 2014 before. 2015 and after have a CVT transmission and cannot be flat towed from what I understand, and plenty of room to lay down in if you need it. Okay, here at number 2 is no, not the Kia Soul. Where'd that come from? But seriously, folks, probably the second most popular units I see out there are HHRs, being flat towed for tow away. They have plenty of room to sleep in. They get great fuel mileage. I believe automatics as well as manuals can be flat towed, and lots of parts. Parts are inexpensive. They're easy to work on. Along the same line are the Chevy Cobalts. They are, from what I understand, basically the same thing as the HHR, or HHR is the same as the Cobalt. Now, this last one surprised me, but I've seen probably a half dozen Jeep Patriots being flat towed out there on the highway, being used as tow cars. They look pretty roomy, place to lay down, light. From what I see on the specs on the online, they get good fuel economy, so definitely a car worth checking out. Again, I don't know if they're automatics or manuals that are being flat towed. I don't know if they're 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. You just need to check that stuff out for yourself. Go to the RV forums. Of course, you know, I'll leave the Dinghy Towing Guide in the description, a link to it. But check these out and see if they're for you. Now, having said that, there are a lot of other cars that are obviously flat towable, like the Kias. Man, Ford Focuses. I have a Ford Focus. They're great tow cars, great fuel mileage. Just not a lot of room to lay down in. So before you buy one, do your research. Some people will tell you that any manual transmission is flat towable, and that is just not true. When I was looking for mine, I come across a couple Subarus and a couple Mazdas with manual transmissions that both manufacturers recommended not to be flat towed, so only towed on a trailer. And so, if you're going to get in Driveway, I recommend getting a tow car that is flat towable, not a dolly, not a trailer. So anyway, I hope this helped you make a decision. If you got any questions or comments, leave them below. I'll try to help you if I can. I'm certainly no expert on tow cars, but this should help you, give you a few models to search for when you're looking for a tow car.